Searching for the best mountain bike handlebar? We examined more than 25 of the best aftermarket models before buying 11 for side-by-side testing and comparison. The handlebar is one of just 2 control-related contact points on your mountain bike, and a simple upgrade can help to improve handling and performance as well as your comfort out on the trail. Handlebars come in varying materials, widths, geometries, and clamp diameters with different levels of stiffness, compliance, and vibration absorption. We tested each model for hundreds of real-world miles while focusing on their key performance characteristics to help you find your next handlebar. The second product in our list is Renthal Fatbar 35. The Renthal Fatbar 35 is a classic aluminum mountain bike handlebar. Renthal made waves in the moto world and worked the same magic to conform to the mountain bike industry. The Fatbar we tested has a modern 35mm clamp diameter and is a sturdy and responsive addition to the front end of any bike. While it is stiff, the Fatbar does a pretty good job of reducing vibration for an aluminum handlebar. This reasonably priced model also strikes a price-to-performance ratio that none of the other bars we tested can touch. Renthal has recently added a black colorway to this handlebar to appease the crowd that wanted a toned-down version of their classic super flashy bronze bars. Renthal offers the Fatbar in both 35mm and 31.8mm clamp diameters, and 10mm, 20mm, 30mm, and 40mm rise options. The Fatbar is reasonably lightweight for an aluminum handlebar, but not surprisingly, it's still a fair bit heavier than the carbon competition. While it is comfortable for aluminum, it doesn't have quite the vibration dampening capabilities of our top-rated carbon models. Despite that, we feel the Fatbar is still a performance upgrade to most riders' cockpits, and an affordable one at that. The next product is Funn Full-On. If you don't have much to spend and you need to replace or upgrade your stock handlebar, look no further than the Funn Full-On. Crafted from strong, lightweight 6061 aluminum, these bars are an outrageous value and will likely be a performance upgrade over stock aluminum handlebars found on many complete bike builds. The Full-On is plenty stiff, and that translates into great control while still doing a respectable job of muting some trail feedback. Our test bar had a relatively standard 5.5mm upsweep and 8mm backsweep that felt agreeable and comfortable. It comes in both 31.8mm tested and 35mm clamp diameters in 785mm and 810mm 31.8mm only, widths with 30mm, 15mm tested, and 7mm rise options available. Those looking to add a little bling to their bike will also be pleased to know that it comes in 5 anodized colors: black, silver, orange, red, and blue. With such an impressively affordable price, we found it hard to knock the Full-On bars for their minor faults. Being an aluminum model, they are a fair amount heavier than their carbon competition with a measured weight of 335 grams for our 785mm wide, 15mm rise test bar. While the bar we tested does a decent job of absorbing some vibration, it can't quite compete with the higher-end aluminum and carbon models in this regard. We like the color options available, but the logo graphics are a bit loud and may not suit everyone's tastes. Beyond those concerns, we feel you'd be very hard-pressed to find a better handlebar for less money. The next product is SQlab 30x 12-degree carbon. SQlab takes a very scientific approach to sports ergonomics. They may be best known for their bike saddles, but they also make a modest line of mountain bike handlebars aimed at addressing rider discomfort through improved ergonomics. While most manufacturers have settled in the 8 to 10mm range of backsweep for their bars, SQlab makes their 30x carbon bars with either 12mm tested or 16mm of backsweep. They claim that the increased backsweep provides a more natural transition from the lower arm to the hand when in a more upright riding position. Visually, the 12-degree version we tested takes a little getting used to. While testing, we found that the additional sweep felt a little different for a very short period, but otherwise went virtually unnoticed on the trail. Performance-wise, the 30X is relatively stiff and sturdy with precise control, Yet the 31.8mm clamp diameter and carbon construction give it forgiving vertical compliance and vibration-absorbing properties. The 780mm width should be adequate for most users, and it comes in 15mm, 30mm, and 45mm rise options. The 30x carbon is quite expensive, but SQlab also makes an aluminum version that comes in the same sweep and rise options and costs less than half the price. We also found that their rise measurements are quite different from other brands. The 45mm rise bar looks closer to 20 to 25mm of rise when compared to other models we tested. It probably goes without saying, but the greater angles of backsweep of the 30x bars will likely not be for everyone. We feel it is a niche product that may provide a greater level of comfort for some riders. If you don't experience discomfort with your more traditionally swept bars, these are probably unnecessary. That said, if you've been struggling with wrist or other discomfort while you ride, these may be the solution you've been looking for. The next product in our list is Spank Oozy Trail 780 Vibrocore. Spank Industries is a component manufacturer that makes everything from wheels and hubs to pedals and handlebars. The Oozy Trail 780 Vibrocore is a lightweight aluminum model that features their unique Vibrocore technology. The handlebar is essentially filled with foam with the goal of increasing rider comfort by reducing high-frequency vibrations and trail feedback to the hands. Even with the addition of the Vibrocore foam, the Oozy Trail is the lightest weight aluminum handlebar we tested at a measured weight of 278 grams in a 25mm rise. The 780mm width should work for most trail riding applications, and the bar has hash marks and can easily be trimmed to suit your needs or preferences. It has 5 degrees of upsweep, a somewhat conservative 7 degrees of backsweep, and comes in a 15mm rise in addition to the 25mm rise version we tested. The bar is shot-peened for durability and has a black anodized finish with 5 logo color options to choose from. While we quickly grew to appreciate the Oozy Trail 780 Vibrocore for its comfort, we found its compliance to sacrifice a little in the control department. That's not to say its handling feels sloppy, it just doesn't feel quite as razor-sharp as stiffer, more precise models. It's also a bit more expensive than other aluminum options but still costs a fair amount less than carbon. That said, riders who may experience hand fatigue or numbness may find the Oozy handlebar provide the vibration dampening they need at a less than carbon price.